P number 60249.
And good morning, may it please the court. Janecki Nance standing in for the attorney of record, Larry Polk, on behalf of Darrell Johnson. Judge, if Mr. Johnson is not present, I'd ask the court to waive his presence. He is on bond.
Court will waive the defendant's presence. Mr. Cuddy?
Judge, Mr. Polk is seeking a preliminary examination date. He did indicate that he is scheduled to be in trial all next week. So if he could have a preliminary examination date the week of the 20th, that would work better for his schedule.
I'm not here the week of the 20th.
I'm sorry, Judge?
I'm not here the week of the 20th.
Okay. Is there a date maybe after that?
November 27th.
Okay. Yes, I'll let him know.
November 27th at 10 o'clock. Bond will continue.
Thank you very much. Have a good day, everyone.
He wanted to address about going back home.
Yes, and if I may, Your Honor, I have had conversations with Mr. Polk about this case. He did want to submit an order to the court to sign regarding bond in this case. So it's my understanding that the defendant is he is out on tether. He is prohibited from going to the home in which this incident occurred. He has some dogs that are there. It's also my understanding that the complainant in this case is now in custody for another matter. And so there's no one at that home to take care of the animals. And so it's my understanding the defendant is requesting to be able to go home to the animals to take care of them. And I am not objecting to that. And I know that that would have been Mr. Polk's request. And I do believe that he is going to submit an order to the court to sign.
And he can submit a stipulated order to that kind of issue.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a good day, everyone.
Ms. Frederick? Ms. Frederick? You have to connect your audio. Yeah, I'll come back to Ms. Frederick. Ms. Barron.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
You have a PCC with me as well?
I do. Just
okay.
Carl Manning. He's in the waiting room.
I don't see a problem.
I can also waive his appearance if Your Honor.
Right.
Yeah.
Call case number 2305965301 for the state of Michigan versus Carl Manning. Independent discharged in count 1 assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder by strangulation. Count 2 domestic violence.
Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249.
Good morning, Judge. Anna Barron from the Neighborhood Defender Service, P85265, representing Mr. Manning and requesting that his appearance be waived. But I do realize, Judge, I am going to address bond, and I'm not sure if Your Honor is okay with that.
It's okay. Okay. Waive the defendant's presence, Mr. President.
So, Judge, I have discovery, and I'm asking for a preliminary exam date.
We'll continue to plead not guilty and set this matter for preliminary examination. How is, he's on bond, right?
Yes.
How is November 13th at 9 o'clock?
I have preliminary exams all through the morning. I'm available at 10:30. This one's available.
I can do 10:45.
That works
Well,
for me.
I'm sorry, I can't do 10:45. I can do 9:45.
I don't think I'm gonna be available. I have a kind of longer one at 9:30. I'm available the next day.
Sorry. Sorry. November 13th at 11:45.
That's fine for me.
Okay, November 13th at 11:45. Oh, you want to address time?
Yes, Judge. So Mr. Manning is on bond. He has two tethers, actually. He has an alcohol tether as well as a GPS tether. I am asking for the GPS tether to be removed.
Right.
Judge, Mr. Manning has no criminal history. He's in his 40s. He's in his 40s with no criminal history, so these allegations are the entirety of his criminal history, Judge. Mr. Manning is not staying with the complaining witness in this case. This is a case with it's a domestic violence case, and he is now staying at his sister's house, so he has a place to stay. It won't be an issue for him not to have contact with the complaining witness in this case. And so, Judge, for that reason, I am asking for the GPS tether to be removed.
So essentially, you're telling me that because he has a prior record, that I should take off. So,
Yes, Judge, I think that the fact that he has no prior record shows that he has not historically been a danger to the community, and he will continue to not be a danger to the community. He is in this waiting room this morning. He has appeared. I understand that I'm waiting his appearance, but I've had constant communication with him, and I believe that he'll follow the orders of this court, including that he not have contact with the complaining witness.
Ms. Dranger?
Your Honor, in looking at the notes in this case, I believe that there is going to be, the complaining witness has been consulted with what she wants to happen in this case, and it's likely to end in a plea. At this
Yeah,
point,
hold on, I can't, hold on, Ms. Dranger, I can't hear you. Where's? Okay, try it again, Ms. Dranger.
Okay, thank you, Judge. In looking at the facts of this case and in looking at the notes regarding the contact with the complaining witness, I am not objecting to the tether being removed. I would still ask that there be a no contact order, but I don't think that a tether is necessarily needed in this case.
All right. Get me a stipulated order to that effect.
Understood. I will, Judge. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
I'll see you in the future.
Okay. Oh no, I'm out of here.
What you got an example?
No, I'm just in the courthouse this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do I?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Okay. Ms. Frederick, can you talk to me now?
I can, Your Honor. Thank you for switching up for me. Not sure what was going on with the laptop.
Okay, who do you have?
I have Mr. Kashawn Eastman. He looks like he's present too.
Yeah, ready on this.
Case number 2305-966401. People of the state of Michigan versus Kashana Easton. Defendant is charged.
Good morning, everyone.
Assault with intent to do grave bodily harm, less than murder or strangulation, count 2, domestic violence. Defendant also has case number 2305-966501. Defendant is charged in count 1, assault with intent to do grave bodily harm, less than murder or strangulation, count 2, domestic violence.
Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249.
And good morning, Your Honor. Lisa Frederick, P53372, appearing on behalf of Mr. Eastman as to I'm only appointed on one, so what I'm gonna do is have to pick up that other case. So Ms. Drain, I'm going to do what needs to be done to get the other case, and can you please provide the discovery on the most recent one?
Yes, and I do not have your email address, and I don't see it on the State Bar of Michigan's website. Can you put it in the chat maybe, or send it to me?
Sure, I can.
Thank you.
I'm not sure what.
Mr. Dees, tell me your name for the record, sir.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, Judge.
Tell me your name.
Kashawn Isaiah Eastman.
All right, Ms. Perfect, what's your question?
As to the one that I do have already, I would like to have an exam date for that one. I'm sure that I'm going to be appointed on the other one, so I'd like to have them both the same day if possible.
Okay, how is November 13th at 11:15?
Looks good, Judge. You said 11:15.
Yes.
Thank you. So one quick question, Judge. It looks like in the chat, I can only submit the email to you. Can you get it to Ms. Drain for me?
That's, all you have to do is use the drop-down box. Go
No,
ahead.
it just shows you as host. I mean, that's what it is.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. O'Donnell. It's like Mr. O'Donnell left. Ms. Michon.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. How can I help?
I have bad news. I am your 11:30 exam, and I have the flu.
Ms. Michon.
I know. I'm sorry, I'm actually vomiting, so I don't want to give it to any, I know.
You weren't supposed to. Sorry. Don't laugh.
I had a piece of toast thinking it was going to help, and it made it worse.
Okay.
Prosecution should be signing on, Judge. Well, and I thought I was having my own private summer, but I actually have a fever.
Is that Ms. Dane, the prosecutor on that?
Yes.
Good morning, Ms. Dane. Good morning, Ms. Dane.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Dane, you have a family member of your complainant here who drove over an hour to be here. She wants to get.
Okay. I've actually not been able to get into, I didn't have any contact information for some of the family. Would the Madam Clerk mind taking her phone number and I'll give her a call?
Okay, we'll get that information.
Thank you, Your Honor.
In the meantime, let's call Antoine Holmes.
Bring them up, sir.
Yes. Ms. Michon, feel free to disable your camera if you need to.
Thank you very much, Judge. I appreciate that.
morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, how you doing, man?
All right. Try to catch up with you later. Discuss MSU.
Oh, man. Enjoying that, huh?
Love that shirt. The reason why I'm speaking to you today was
Go around front.
Okay, we can call.
Calling case number 2805-946901. People of the state of Michigan versus Anton Owens, defendant charged in count 1, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder by strangulation, count 2, domestic violence. Defendant has a habitual offender, second offense notice. Defendant also has case number 2305-943001. Defendant is charged in count 1, homicide, murder, second degree, count 2, assault with a dangerous weapon. Defendant has a habitual offender, second offense notice.
Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Erin Dan for the people as to both cases, P 78733.
And good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court. Kim Michon, Neighborhood Defender Services, P 59167. And it's my privilege to represent Mr. Owens. I'm appearing via Zoom because I am sick today. I hate to disappoint this court, prosecution, and most of all, my client. But unfortunately, I have the flu and I have both a fever and I'm vomiting. I am so sorry to disappoint everybody.
All right, the court finds good cause for the adjournment. I guess all that needs to be done now is to find an adjourned date. So how about November 28th at 11:30?
Done.
People, Your Honor.
Right.
Judge, if I may, just briefly.
Go ahead.
One of the issues in this case is I'm trying to get, I do need to request the defendant's medical records. And because of HIPAA rules, I know that I do need his permission. I know that I've gotten his permission, but I was planning to bring a blank authorization form from Henry Ford today. I'm hoping I can provide that to Ms. Michon and she can have her client execute that authorization form so that I can get his medical records.
Ms. Michon?
Judge, we have already had Mr. Owens sign a release form because we want those medical records as well. And of course, there will be a reciprocal order of discovery and we will share them with prosecution.
Wonderful. Okay. Thank you.
Great. Thank you much. Feel better, Kim.
Judge, thank you, but there is one other matter. The court may recall, Mr. Owens was requesting an order from the court for continued testing and HIV protocols as he believes he was exposed. I did send that order over. I have not seen it signed and returned, Judge.
Where did you send it?
I sent it to you, the courtroom, Arnitha, and prosecution, who has signed off on it.
When did you send it?
Oh, at least a week ago, Judge. Can I resend it to you?
Sure.
Would you mind putting your email in the chat just in case I typoed you? And if your officers would be kind enough to make sure that order gets signed and is returned to the jail, I would deeply appreciate that.
Yeah, just send it to.
Thank you.
That's one dot between Kenneth and King, not two.
Got it. Thank you so much, Judge. And again, my deepest apologies to everybody. I don't make the motion lightly, ever.
Thanks, Judge.
I'm gonna bring a form down for him to sign. All right.
That's counsel on Irie Iverson. No, sir. Irie Iverson or Robertson.
Robertson most likely to be dismissed or appointed on OIC. Subpoenas never went out, but this attorney still been there.
Good morning, Mr. O'Donnell.
Good morning, Your Honor.
You hear on Blaylock?
I do, Judge. I was on a moment ago, but I lost the internet.
Okay, you're ready on Blaylock.
Case number 236590669. People of the state of Michigan versus Thurston Blaylock. Defendant is charged in count 1, assault with intent to create bodily harm, thus counsel breaking injury, injury without owner's permission. Count 3, domestic violence, even to have a habitual interest.
Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249.
And good morning, Your Honor. James O'Donnell, P 42585. I'm here on behalf of Mr. Thurston Blaylock, who is also, I believe, online, waives his right to appear in person. Mr. Blaylock, could you give your name?
I don't think Mr. Blaylock is here.
All right. Well, he said he was trying to get on. Judge, I'll waive his appearance for today's appearance. And I'd ask for a preliminary exam.
All right. I think he's in my waiting room. I'm bringing him out now. There he is.
Mr. Blaylock, are you present online?
Yes, good morning.
Tell us your name for the record, sir.
Thurston Blaylock.
Okay, the court will continue to plead not guilty and set this matter for preliminary examination. How is November 13th at 9 o'clock?
November 13th is 10 or 10:30 available?
Neither one.
10:30, please, Judge.
I said neither one.
Oh, neither one. Okay. All right, Judge. Well, then we'll take
9:15 or 9:30.
9:30, Judge.
Okay, 9:30 it is. November 13th at 9:30, final we continue.
Judge, one other matter I need to inform Ms. Drain that I've not yet received discovery.
And I did just send it to you this morning, so you should have an evidence.com link, which has the paper and digital discovery.
Thank you very much. 9:30, November 13th.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, have a good day.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Pope. Mr. Pope. Mr. Pope,
Yes, Judge.
what can I do for you?
I just came back. I heard the court wants me to submit some type of stipend order. I need to know what the court's decision was or ruling was in reference to Mr. Johnson. Is he allowed to go back to his house because he is the homeowner, or is he just allowed to go over there and address the dogs?
Mr. Green?
Well, I'm not sure what the entire situation is involving the complainant. I'm not sure if is she living there full time? Did she keep all of her stuff there? I'm not objecting to him going back to get the dogs, take care of the dogs, but I don't, if the complainant gets out of jail at some point, I don't know if she has a place to go. I don't know if she has her stuff there or not. So I'm not sure what exactly you're requesting at this point. I don't have an objection to him going back to take care of the dogs.
And he kept trying to get the safe side for right now. Let's just have to go and get.
So you want me to fashion something that allows him to go? Is it daily to the house from some point in time to another?
Can he take the dogs?
Okay. All right. I'll present something once I'm finished here.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Judge.
Ready, Robertson?
Yeah. Calling case number 2305-944501. People of the state of Michigan versus Robertson. Been discharged in count 1, assault with intent to murder, count 2, weapon stolen firearm, count 3, assault with a dangerous weapon, count 4, weapon stolen firearm, count 5, weapons fired, possession right out. Count 6, weapons stolen firearm, count 7, weapons firearm, possession right out. Count 8, weapons stolen firearm. Defendant has a habitual offender, second offense load.
Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Kirsten Iverson, P 71920, on behalf of Ms. Robertson.
Tell me your name for the record. There's the time set for preliminary examination. Are we ready to proceed?
Your Honor, I am not able to proceed at this time. The complaining witness is a Ms. Renika Gaines. She is not present in the courtroom. I do realize that these are very, very serious charges. However, I have no good cause to ask for an adjournment at this time, so I cannot proceed today.
We would ask for dismissal.
So we'll dismiss this matter without prejudice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
I need that dismissal order. Mr. Eastman, you're all set, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. The slam dunk.
No, it's for my Achilles. That's
Oh, wow. How did you do that?
it's for my daughter. Now she's mad. She's had her Achilles is unwell. Who wants the catch?
Yeah. Mr. Martin, we're still waiting on your attorney, sir.
And Judge, I believe Mr. Martin's attorney is Mr. Kuja, Jamil Kuja, and he did send me a text message saying that he is currently stuck in a jury trial and not sure when he's going to be able to get a break to log on. He wanted to set this matter for an exam sometime next week, any day around 10:30 or 11, just to let the court know.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let me, right there. Can I get, paperwork? That last. They got.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
May I say something? I'm holding space so I can temporarily unmute. I didn't hear you.
I didn't hear you.
I said, Your Honor, I've been incarcerated since October 22nd. The attorney hasn't reached out to me yet, and at this time, I'm missing a lot of doctor's appointments, school, classes, and work, and I was wondering, is it possible if I could have personal bond? I've never got a bond reduction yet.
After you go to your attorney, sir, we'll address it when he gets here.
They say he's not coming.
That's not what they said.
All right.
Morning, Judge. Becker?
Yes, sir.
I don't have. Still, I know. Appreciate it.
That's my life already. Did that paperwork come for him to sign when I take his paperwork down also, Your Honor?
Huh?
That paperwork for the medical form, would they take it with a pencil, it have to be a pen, because whatever it is, I'm having to throw it away. Medical release form. The medical release form.
Oh.
So I gotta take it down.
Probably should be done.
Okay, so I'm just gonna, I get one that throw away.
Oh, okay.
Did you receive the form before I go downstairs? Excuse me, I need to I'm gonna come down and bring some paperwork and a form for that other one to sign.
Okay, no problem.
Did they come pick them up yet? Okay.
All right. Good luck.
They say he had to sign. Yes. I'm trying to get, okay, so. Signage. Pardon. Now. All right, so yeah, when you come in, you'll sit up with them.
Hi, Judge. How are you? Awesome. Awesome. Dominic's my prosecutor. I think he's here somewhere. Okay.
Okay, we're ready. Mr. Bowman. Actually, one here to the bottom. Yeah. Looking great, Mr. Bowman. bring up Mr. Moulton.
Yes, sir. Mr. Moore? I'll stand to the left of your attorney, okay?
On case 2359402, people state Michigan versus Kamala Devon Wilson Jr. Defendant is charged in count 1 homicide, murder, first degree premeditated. Count 2 weapons, firearm, possession by felon. Count 3, count 4, felony firearm. Defendant has an habitual intersecting incidents. Appearances of the record.
Dominic DeGrazia, P69815 on behalf of people. And Judge, good morning to you and to your staff. Good morning, Michael Woodyard. My IP number is 64612. I'm the staff attorney with Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit, and we represent Mr. Moulton. He's here in court. Would you say good morning, Ms. Aaron?
Good morning, Mr. King. My name is Ronald Moulton.
Yesterday, time certain examination.
Yes, sir.
How many witnesses?
2, I believe.
Do you have any preliminary matters?
Yes, I would first ask for an order of mutual sequestration with an exception to the officer in charge, Detective Douglas. I would join that, Judge. That's fine.
Ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land, if you are a witness or potential witness, whether you involved off this time, doesn't appear to be any other witnesses in the courtroom. Any other preliminary matters?
Yes, Judge. I am moving to admit as People's Proposed Exhibit 1 an autopsy report authored by Dr. Omar Reyes of the Wayne County Medical Examiner's Office concerning an autopsy performed on the body of Joe Louis Seals on October 6th of 2023.
Any objection?
No, Judge.
And
the report indicates that the Dr. Reyes performed an autopsy on Mr. Seals. It was his opinion that Mr. Seals' death was caused by multiple gunshot wounds, specifically 1 gunshot wound to the chest and 1 gunshot wound to the left thigh. The manner of death was determined to be homicide. Also, for purposes of the preliminary exam only, I believe there's a stipulation both that Mr. Moulton, at the time of these alleged events, had been previously convicted of a felony and was ineligible to possess a firearm at the time of these alleged offenses. And also that the decedent was identified as Joe Louis Seals. Judge, we'll stipulate to both of those factors for today's purposes. Right, with that, Your Honor, people would call Donald Seals.
Sir, please step forward, give your name and spelling to the young lady seated over here. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Please have a seat in the witness box right next to me. Your voice up and speak nice and loud into that microphone to your left. You may begin when you're ready.
Good morning, sir. Could you please state your name?
Donald Seals.
All right, sir. And I want to ask you about some events that occurred back on October 4th, 2023 at around 9 o'clock at night. Remember that day?
Yes.
And at that time, were you located in a house at 18955 Shaner in the city of Detroit.
Yes.
And it's a major cross street in that area where the house where you were at. Is that at Shaner and 7 Mile Road?
Yes.
All right. Now, did you know a person by the name of Joe Louis Seals?
Yes.
And what was that person's relationship to you?
My nephew.
All right. And how long had you known your nephew for prior to October 4th of 2020?
No, my life.
His whole life?
Yeah.
All right. So many years, is that fair to say?
Yes.
All right. Now, at that time, was he living with you or was he living in a separate place?
When it happened.
When it happened?
Yeah, his own house.
Okay, he had his own house. But had you seen him over in the area of Shaner and 7 Mile prior to some events happening that night?
But that was my first time seeing him that day.
Okay.
He doesn't come over often like that.
All right. So let me ask you something. Did something happen that caused you to leave your house on Shaner and go outside of the house?
Leave my house?
Yes.
Yeah, it was arguing. I went to see what was going on.
All right. So you said there was some arguing going on?
I heard the arguing going on.
All right. Now, when you first heard the arguing, were you inside your house or outside of your house?
I was on my porch.
And when you first heard it, could you tell who was involved in the argument?
No, I just run over there to see what was really going on. And once I got there, I seen on top of my nephew beating him up.
All right, so when you say you had to go over there, describe where you had to go in order to see what was going on with this argument.
Right directly across the street.
All right. So across the street from the house on Shaner where you were at, can you just describe like what is there? Is it like a residential neighborhood? Is it a parking lot? Can you just describe what's
Well, it's a parking lot. It's auto mechanics, not mechanic, but sell parts there, across there. It's parking lot, big tree standing in the middle there, in the lot,
Now, this business with a parking lot, are there also like residential houses that share a border with the parking lot?
But the house on the corner shared with the parking lot.
Okay, so there's a house that's on the corner next to the parking lot?
Yes.
All right.
It's the business parking lot.
All right, so this argument that you saw, where specifically was it taking place?
Right at the tree.
Okay.
Where I heard it saying that. Right at the tree, I come to see, like I say, come to see what was going on.
So this tree, is it around the house that's next to the parking lot? Is it next to the park? Is it in the parking lot? Can you just describe?
No, it's around the parking lot. It's like a little island next to the parking lot. It's like a little island.
And so you said when you crossed the street, you saw your nephew there. Is that Mr. Joe Louis Seals?
Yes.
All right. So what was happening to your nephew, Mr. Seals, when you went over there?
They was jumping on him.
Now, when you say they, who specifically are you talking about?
I guess the children, kids, the kids, all the kids was out there. I see them jumping on him.
Okay, and so you saw a bunch of teenagers, and when you say jumping on them, what specifically were they doing to him?
Punching and stomping and hitting them things.
And when you say kids, are we talking like little boys and girls under the age of 10 or teenagers? Describe how old you think they might have been.
Teenagers and like, I guess like 21, maybe the oldest.
Okay. And do you have an idea how many people may have been stomping or kicking your nephew, Mr. Seals?
There was a lot out there. I really couldn't recognize, but I went there and I tell him to get off and stop. I would get him, let me get him.
All right, and so just describe what happened when you went over there to try and get them to stop.
After I got him, I went over there. I started throwing him off and telling him to stop. I get him. And after he got up, the shots run out.
Now, when you say after he got up, who are you talking about?
Joe.
Okay. And You said you heard gunshots?
Yes.
Now, before you heard gunshots, did you see anyone with a gun?
I didn't see nobody with.
So when you said they were jumping on him or stomping your nephew, Mr. Joe Seals.
Yeah.
Did you see any one of them, those people, with any weapons in their hands?
No, I didn't see him with weapons at that time.
Okay. So before you hear gunshots, is Joe Seals able to actually stand up?
Yeah, that's after I got him up off the ground.
And so at the time where he's able to get off the ground, are you able to see whether he's injured at all?
I didn't really see it. It was so quick. I didn't see it.
Now, when the gunshots went off, could you see who was shooting?
Yeah, Joe was shooting.
Okay. So you saw your nephew Joe with a gun at that point?
So shooting, I didn't see him. I seen him shooting.
Okay. So you saw him shooting?
Yeah.
All right. And what happened after he started shooting?
He was shooting. Then after that, he started shooting.
Okay. So let's just break this down a little second. You refer to somebody as the defendant. Is that somebody you've seen in court today?
Yeah, right there.
All right. And what's he wearing?
Green and white.
Green and white.
Top and the white underbottom.
For the record, the witnesses identified the defendant. So you said you saw the defendant shooting?
So I'm shooting too.
All right, so let's actually break this down so we're really clear. Before you saw your nephew Joe shooting a gun, had you seen the defendant in that area at all?
Well, when it was going on, I didn't see him, right?
Right, so the point in time where your nephew's on the ground and he's getting stomped, did you see Mr. Moten as part of that at all?
I didn't see him.
Okay.
I didn't see him.
So how many times do you think you saw your nephew either see or hear gunshots while your nephew was firing a gun?
Maybe 8, 9 times.
All right. And all those people, like those kids that you described, did you see where they went once you saw your nephew shooting a gun?
People just scattered.
Okay. When you say scattered, are they running in different ways?
Different ways.
All right. So before you saw the defendant shoot, did you see anyone else have any contact with your neighbor? With your nephew?
What you mean what happened?
Right. Before, I'm saying after you saw your nephew shooting the gun, but before you saw the defendant shoot it, did you see anyone touch or do anything to your nephew Joe?
I've been able to pick him up. I'm the one that touched him.
Okay, so I'm just trying to make it clear. How much time do you think passed between when you saw your nephew shooting to when you saw the defendant shoot?
Seconds.
Okay. Did you see where the defendant came from before he started shooting?
When I said I come from the house, his house.
All right. Now, as he was coming from, well, let me ask you this. Do you know which house is Mr. Moten's house?
What house?
Okay, is that the house that's next to the parking lot?
Yes.
Before you saw him coming from the house, did anyone ever tackle or hit or kick your cousin, your nephew, Joe Seals?
Say it again.
Before you saw Mr. Moten coming from the area of his house, did you ever see any other persons kick or punch or tackle your nephew, Joe Seals?
No, after he came to my house, no, his father was shooting him.
Okay.
Yeah, so my nephew, he fell down against the pole on 7 Mile, right on Shayna. And I proceeded to pick him up again. He made it to the tree, to after again. And that's when the defendant shot him again.
All right, so when your nephew Joe Seals starts shooting, as he's shooting, is he moving?
My revelation was, yeah, moving, yeah, he was moving.
All right. And what direction was he moving towards? Where was he moving towards?
Towards 7 Mile away.
Okay. And where was he specifically, if you can describe it, when you first saw the defendant shoot at your nephew Joe?
Defendant shoot?
Yes.
Where was I at?
Where was your nephew Joe when you first saw him?
He was currently around it was a van park. He was currently around the van, coming back around.
All right. So is there a van parked in the parking lot?
Yes, it was a church van, yeah.
All right. And when you first, I'm talking the very first time you saw the defendant shoot, was your nephew Joe standing? Was he on the ground? Where was he?
He was standing.
Okay. And you're saying he was standing by this church van in the parking lot?
Well, he was like going around the church. He was coming back around the church.
Now, at the point in time where you saw the defendant shoot at your nephew, did you see whether or not your nephew still had the gun in his hands?
I didn't see it. I didn't want to see it.
So you did not see a gun in his hands?
I see him firing the gun, but after what had happened about something over there when he laid by the pole, I never see it.
Okay, so what I'm asking you is, at the point in time where he's standing around the van in the parking lot, do you see a gun in your nephew's hands?
No, I lost vision of him as he got around the van.
All right. And so, did you see your nephew react at all after you saw the defendant shoot at your nephew?
He was running. He was just get away.
Okay. When you say running, where was he running to?
So as he was coming around, the van, come from where he was shooting, got to the van and like come around the van.
Okay. Did he run towards 7 Mile, or did he run towards the defendant's house?
7 Mile.
Okay. Now, after first shots are fired, how many shots do you first hear when you first see the defendant shoot?
About 5 or 6.
Okay. Now, do you see whether or not at that point, whether your nephew has been hit at all at that time?
No, I didn't. I really didn't discover he was hit until he made it to the tree. When he was hit, when he collapsed at the pole, he made beside the pole. He said, I got him back up. Joe, get up, get up. He made it to the tree. He collapsed again. He collapsed down there again. I said, this one defendant. I heard one someone say, shoot that one, kill that motherfucker. He shot him.
Okay. So, when you say he's by the pole, is the pole by this van parked in the parking lot?
This is the parking lot. And this is Shana. It's on the curb. I'm facing Shana. It's on Shana. Like right on this curb. The van is facing Shana too. So the curb is right there, and the pole is right there, right on Shana.
All right. So I guess my question to you is the pole closer to the van, or is it closer to the tree that you're describing?
It was more closer to the van.
All right. So he's, by the time he's out by this pole, you can tell that he's been shot. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I seen all the blood.
Okay. Where was the blood on his body?
This blood was coming all over, but they had bleeding already. You know, had blood all over. But I just couldn't really say where he was shot at that moment.
So you see blood on his body, and he's in the area around this pole. And I think you testified that you then saw him go over by this tree.
That's when I got him up from the pole. He made it to the tree.
All right. Now, when you say he made it to the tree, was he walking or running to the tree?
Well, he was walking. He was barely making it there. He was barely making it to the tree.
And did you see or hear anyone firing at your nephew as he's walking towards the tree or heading towards the tree?
Firing was as he ran around the van.
But from the pole to the tree, nobody was firing.
No, they stopped. He fired back then when he got to the tree.
All right. So once he gets at the tree, are you saying that the defendant shot again?
Yes.
Okay. Now, before he fires, when they're in the area around this tree, you said you heard somebody say something?
So one of the kids said, "Kill that motherfucker."
Now, after those words were said out loud, did you see the defendant shoot after that?
Yes.
All right. How many times do you think, or did you see or hear gunshots while your nephew Joe was by the tree?
Two.
All right. And after these gunshots that by the tree, you saw the defendant shooting still at that time?
Yes.
How did your nephew Joe react after these gunshots by the tree?
When he was done, he raised up. Like I say, he said, "Kill that motherfucker." Shot him first, like, pow, I guess on the way hit him, but last shot I heard was in his chest.
And after the shooting by the tree, where did your nephew go after that?
He laid there and died.
Okay. And when you say he laid there and died, I mean, were you there when that happened?
Yes, I was standing right there.
Okay. Did you see where the defendant went after the shots that were fired by the tree?
He went back in the house.
Okay. Now, the type of gun that you did you ever see a gun in your nephew's hands?
I remember the ship, I see it firing it. He had it, I didn't really see it.
The way he was holding this gun when he was firing it, could you tell whether it was like a long gun, like a rifle, or a handgun?
I don't know. I didn't say I don't even know what it's talking about. I don't know.
Now, the gun that did you see the defendant with the gun in his hands?
Yeah, after he was shooting, and he was shot by now, he got at the tree.
Was that gun like a long gun, like a rifle,
No.
or like a handgun?
Handgun.
After your nephew kind of collapsed in the tree area, did you yourself ever call the police?
They was calling the police. I have a cell phone. Everybody else had called the police already.
And did the police ever get there?
Yeah, they came right after the shooting, right after. They came, turned him over, and they see where he was shot in the chest. They hurried and rescued him on, put him in the police. I said, "We got it up."
Okay. Did they take him away in their police car?
Yeah, took him to the hospital.
So I just want to go back a little bit. You mentioned before your nephew Joe started firing a gun, you were trying to get people off of him.
Yeah.
Okay. What were you doing to try and get people off?
I was just pulling them off of it. Pulling them off of it.
And after your nephew got up and started shooting, did you see anyone ever try and go after him again?
No, until after he collapsed over by the pole.
I don't have any other questions.
Cross-examine. Thank you.
Morning, sir.
No.
I'm going to ask you a few questions. Can you, if you don't understand it, tell me. And I'll try and ask it a different way, okay? Fair enough?
Yes.
Say your last name for me again.
Seals.
Seals, with an S on the end?
Yes.
And that's the same as your nephew, Seals?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Seals, you live in that area?
Across the street. On 7 Mile Machine.
Across the street from what?
What happened?
Got it. So your across the street neighbor is Mr. Moulton?
Yes.
He lives there with his wife
Yes.
and several children?
Yes.
Mr. Moulton's kids are what in age, maybe from 20 down to 10?
Yes.
Give or take, is that fair?
Yes, sir.
And there's about 4 or 5 kids, 6 kids, a number of kids.
Yeah, about 5.
Okay. How long have you lived there, Mr. Seals?
I was 16 years.
Okay. Then how long has Mr. Moulton lived there?
Well, they've been there about a year.
Say it again.
About a year or so.
You've known Mr. Moulton the whole time he's lived there.
Yes.
Would you say you're friendly or just neighbors?
Friendly.
Got it. Did your nephew, Joe Seals, live in your home?
No.
Ever?
No.
Got it. How often would he visit your home?
So, very rare.
Very rarely.
Very rare.
Do you know what brought him to your home on this particular day?
Well, he wasn't at my home. He was at his dad's home.
Where's that, sir?
Right next door to Mr. Moulton.
Got it. Thanks for clearing that up. I was trying to figure that out. So Mr. Moulton lives next door to Mr. Seals' father.
Yes.
You live across the street from Mr. Moulton and Mr. Seals' father.
It's my brother-in-law.
And that's your brother-in-law. That was my next question. Okay. Mr. Seals, I understand your testimony to be that Joe Seals was in that neighborhood that day because he was visiting his father. Is that true?
Yes, he was over there.
Great. How many other people live with Mr. Seals' father?
I said we have a boarder stay with him.
A boarder?
Yeah.
Any other family members?
No.
Got it. Your brother-in-law lives there. He has a boarder.
Yeah.
And on this day, Joe Seals was there.
Yes.
Was there anybody else in that area that was kind of with Mr. Joe Seals? Was he there with a friend or a brother or?
Well, it was a lot of them out there. So he was, I don't think he was directly with them. They was in their own trucks.
Okay, and that's actually kind of what I'm getting at. So you said that the first thing that captured your attention was yelling.
Yes,
You heard some yelling. Is that right?
Yes.
You were sitting on your porch.
Yes, I was working on the car. I had hurt my back. Truck had hit my back.
Oh.
So I went to my house to sit down, try to ease the pain. And that's what I discovered here at the argument.
That was that very day?
Yes.
Had you taken any medications to help
No,
with
I
pain?
didn't take nothing. I didn't take nothing.
What about drinking?
No, I wasn't drinking either.
Marijuana?
No, I hadn't marijuana that day either.
Okay. So you had a clear head.
Yes.
And a sore back.
So bad.
And you heard yelling as you sat there on your porch.
Yes, yes.
Now I'm not going to ask you to kind of say all the words, but could you make out words or did you just hear kind of a rumble?
Oh, I just couldn't hear the rumble.
Okay. That caught your attention.
Yes.
And you walked over there.
Yes.
And you saw a bunch of people, I think you testified, a bunch of people beating up Joe Seals.
Yes.
So this is what I'm trying to figure out. We have a bunch of people and we have Joe Seals. And was Joe Seals with anybody else? Was it like a mutual fight or was Joe Seals just getting his butt kicked or what was going on?
Joe Seals is getting his butt kicked.
Okay. Do you have any idea why that fight was happening?
No, I never heard why did it happen. I never know why did it happen.
Was it dark out?
It was getting dark.
Getting dark. What time, roughly?
Like I said, about 8:30, 9 o'clock.
So getting pretty dark.
Pretty dark.
Okay, street lights are on?
Yeah, they were just coming on.
Okay, all right. Was anybody there with Mr. Seals? Or was he the only person on his side? Was he the only person on his side in this whole thing?
No, I'm saying, if he was out there by himself, so I got over there to see what was going on.
So you got over there and now there's Joe Seals and Uncle Donald Seals.
Yeah.
Was there any friends of Joe Seals present there?
They wasn't with Joe.
Okay. Were they in the area?
I'm just like they was in the area, but I don't know what happened to them.
Got it. So I guess, were they near the parking lot? They weren't like at a diner down the street. They were there.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So there were a few people there with Joe. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. I'm
But
just trying to understand.
Well, they just like family, just gathering up. So that's, couple family.
With Joe?
They weren't with Joe. It was over there.
Okay.
They weren't with Joe.
I understand what you're saying. And then on the other side, there were people who you've described as teens or kids, and you think those people were all Mr. Moulton's kids?
Most of them was.
Most of them, okay, all right. And then, so you got right into the middle of it and started pulling people off.
Yeah, just pulled them off.
Okay. You weren't concerned because you didn't see weapons. Is that what your testimony is?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And you didn't see Mr. Moulton out there at that instant. Is that fair?
No, I didn't see him out there. I didn't see him.
Okay. All right. You're pulling people off and you get down to Joe Seals.
Yes.
And is it fair to say, kind of on the bottom, getting
He's on the bottom.
Punch, kick, whatever's happening?
Yes.
And you don't know why they were fighting?
No.
You stand Joe up. Is that right?
Yes.
And very quickly, you see him shooting.
Yeah, shots ring out, yes.
Very quickly.
Yes.
Now, I'm puzzled, Mr. Seals. You said a couple things. You said that you saw Joe shooting, but you did not see a gun in his hand. How is that possible?
I seen him when he started shooting. That's when I seen him.
Got it. Okay. So when he was shooting, you did see a gun.
Yes.
But before that, you did not.
No.
Fair enough. Okay. Did you see where he got that from?
No. So I say he got, once he got up, I didn't, like I said, I was shocked myself, like, you know, I was a story myself, like, you know, shots run out.
The gunshot surprised you?
Yeah.
Is Joe known to carry a gun?
No, not certainly, no. But he don't really do it. Not to carry one.
Okay. So anyway, you heard some gunshots and you saw the gun was in Joe's hands.
Yes.
He wasn't pointing it in the air.
No.
He was pointing it level.
Level to shoot.
And did you see, was he shooting at somebody? Or could you tell? I'm not trying to.
I don't know. I seen the crowd, so I figured that he was shooting at the crowd that was at it. So I just seen him shoot. I see anybody run that way, that's the way he would shoot that way.
And that makes sense, right? People start running when the gunshots.
Yeah.
What did you do when you heard the gunshots? Did you start running also?
No, I was hysterical about it. I was almost shocked there.
No.
I didn't run. I thought, you know, I'm curious what's going on, you know what, you know.
And
I was curious about my nephew, you know, there by himself like that.
Right. And the gun wasn't pointing at you, right?
My nephew?
Yes.
No.
Got it. So you saw Joe Seals with a gun in his hand, and it looked to you like he was pointing it at this group of people and shooting. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. And this group of people, they were all Mr. Moulton's kids, right?
Yes. Okay.
And this is in front of Mr. Moulton's house, basically.
In the parking lot.
Right next door to Mr. Moulton's.
Yes.
Got it. And your testimony is that you think it was really quickly that you heard another gunshot or a set of gunshots. And that was Mr. Moulton.
Yes.
Did you see with your eyes, Mr. Moulton, shooting right then?
Coming out the house, coming around there, yes.
You did see it?
Yeah.
And you said it came around that white van, the church van.
That's come out to the parking lot. Don't get advantage this way.
Right.
Come around this way. It's facing Shayna.
Got it. And the direction that Mr. Moulton was coming was toward Joe. Is that fair?
Yes.
And so you stop the fight, right?
Yes.
Joe comes up and starts shooting at the crowd of kids, right? Or young people, whoever they are.
Whoever, I don't know who he was shooting at. But I know he was shooting in that direction.
Okay, that's fair.
There were more people out there. A lot of people was out there.
Okay. And then very quickly, you said that your memory is that Mr. Moulton appeared and started firing his gun in the direction of Joe.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Seals, you testified that after this initial set of gunfire, Joe and Mr. Moulton, that Joe went from the pole, which is by the van, over toward the tree. You remember that testimony?
Yes.
Is that what happened?
Yes.
And the tree is in front of Mr. Moulton's house, correct?
Not in front of his house, it's on that island.
Got it. Thank you for correcting me. If I am in front of that church van and I start walking toward that tree, I'm also walking toward Mr. Moten's house. Kind of?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. So Joe is making his way over toward where that tree is, right?
Yes.
Now, when the shots first rang out, Mr. Fields, you said that people kind of scattered, started running.
Yes.
While this walk from the van toward the tree is happening, did people start to gather back up? Or did they stay spread out and scattered away?
Well, most people stayed away, some gathered back up.
Say that again.
Some gathered back up, some did.
Got it. Got it. I guess what I'm trying to get at here, Mr. Fields, is thank you for correcting me. I apologize, Mr. Seals. What I'm trying to get at, Mr. Seals, is when Joe Seals made his way over toward that tree, who all was around? And now we know that's what I'm trying to get at. So let me ask a couple questions. Mr. Moulton was over by that tree. Is that the question? Is that true?
After Joe made it,
yeah,
he came to the tree.
That's exactly the time I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So Joe's over there, Mr. Moulton makes his way over there. Are there other people there?
No, I just see Joe. I was focused on Joe. Then I see Mr. Moulton walk up.
Okay, and that makes a lot of sense. You're focusing on your neck. I get that. All these other people who were out there, a number of people who were associated with Mr. Moulton, maybe his family, his kids, they were there. Then there were other people you said were associated with Joe Seals, maybe family members or friends or whoever were in that area. Is it fair that they were all kind of in that area by that tree at that point?
It's like pretty much out there. The tree is on the island.
Got it. How far away? 10 feet, 100 feet?
Maybe about a good 50 feet, 60 feet.
If you're walking from one spot to the other, you're gonna make it in less than, it's just right.
Yeah.
Got it. You said that you heard somebody yell out, "Kill that motherfucker." You remember testifying to that?
Yes.
Did you know where that voice came from? Was it by the tree or was it by the van? Or do you know?
I couldn't really recognize. I heard it though.
Got it.
I heard it.
Right. But and thank you for your testimony. Do I understand you to say that you don't know who said it?
It was one of the kids. I just didn't know which one.
Okay. It could have been someone who was with Joe, one of those family members?
No. It was one of his kids. I don't think so. The bigger one, or the first oldest or the second oldest. I can't really say which one. It was one of them.
Is it your testimony, Mr. Seals, that after you saw Joe shooting in the direction of the crowd, after that moment, you did not see the gun in his hand anymore?
Joe?
In Joe's? Yeah.
No, I didn't. When you collapsed at the pole, I didn't even see the gun anymore.
Okay, you didn't see it?
No, that's what you're getting from up off the ground.
Right.
I didn't see it with the gun. I don't know why, until by the time I got around, really basically doing it.
Okay. And I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm not trying to be a smart aleck. You didn't like check him to see if he had the gun on.
No.
You just didn't see it.
No.
And fair to say you weren't necessarily paying attention to that. You were worried about his injuries.
Basically, yes.
Okay. So Joe could have had the guns, or in his pocket, or somehow. We don't know.
I don't know.
You didn't see it. Fair enough, and I appreciate that. As Joe made his way over toward the tree, you didn't see if he had the gun in his hand or not.
He didn't have no gun in his hand until he left. Raise up, like I'm just trying to get some air, get air.
Yeah.
Now let's have 2 shots. First one pop. Then the second one, they say, kill that motherfucker. And that was the second shot.
After that all happened, Mr. Seals, tell me, what did the people who were on Mr. Seal's side of the issue, his family, whoever it was from, what did they all do after what you just described?
Didn't nobody do nothing. Like I said, I was up there and left. I was up there by myself, basically.
Everybody left?
Yeah, pretty much. I see what was out there with me. Supposed to have been out there. I didn't see him no more.
From the time you heard the yelling on report until the time you just described, where you're underneath that tree and it appears as though Joe Seals has been shot. How long passed? Was it 1 minute? Half? From the beginning to the end of this whole thing, from when you're on the porch till when everybody scatters and you're under that tree. How long? Was it the half hour?
No, it was
quick.
It was quick, immediately.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Seals. I appreciate your testimony.
One question I forgot to ask you. Do you remember what you were wearing that night?
I know I had on my red shorts. I don't recall what color shirt I had on. I know I had my red shorts on.
Red shorts?
Yes.
All right. I don't have any other questions.
Thank you, sir. You may step down.
You will call Detective Douglas.
Sir, please give your name and spelling to the court report. Swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes. Thank you, sir. Please have a seat. Thank you. You're ready.
Good morning, sir. Could you please state your name and occupation?
Douglas Williams, from Detective Detroit Police Department.
And what's your role in the investigation to the death of Joe Louis Seals?
Officer in charge of the case.
All right, and have you physically been to the area of 7 Mile and Chainer in Detroit where these alleged events occurred?
Yes.
And are you aware of whether any surveillance video was obtained from the address of 13600 East 7 Mile Road?
Yes.
And what's located at that address?
It is a auto parts store, used to be a CVS.
And have you had an opportunity to view this video?
Yes.
And does it depict a fair and accurate representation of that area around 7 Mile and Chainer?
Yes.
And at this point, I'm moving to exhibit 2, which is video from that location.
Objection.
Well, Judge, yes. I mean, I don't doubt that the officer can testify that that video angle depicts that scene. He's been there. There's no testimony that this officer was at the scene when this happened. And so in terms of whether this video depicts the incident accurately, this witness can't say that. So I object foundation.
Bar for admissibility is low. The only requirement is that the person testifying testified that it fairly and accurately depicts the area that he's personally viewed or been to. And he's testified that it does.
Well, it's more than just the area. If this is being introduced, presumably to show the incident at issue. So the accuracy is as to the incident depicted in the video.
I'll take a look at the video. I think the argument goes more as to how much we actually attribute.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Objection, no, it's overruled.
So, Your Honor, I'm going to play the video labeled Open Tree YouTube. It's about 6 minutes long. Play it. Judge, I don't know. It's a bad internet connection. very choppy. Start over. I'll just read the 1 minute and 8 seconds. I don't know if the court would like I think the internet connection is causing the frames per second to go down. I could bring you my desktop if you would like to watch a better version. Okay. I can't tell if it's okay. Right.
Different portions, I see people run, they run back, they run again.
I also have another version where it highlights the relevant parties. But I just think with the internet connection, it's just very choppy and it doesn't come out, it doesn't do it justice. So if the court would like me to present you my laptop, the court can examine it.
Judge, I don't have any objection to the court. You've already overruled my objection to the video itself, but the one that Mr. DeGrazia has on this laptop, version 2, it's called. I don't have any objection to the court looking at that.
No, it's part of People's Exhibit 2 of the video, so not a big.
Yeah, that's much. I started the video.
It's basically over around 4 minutes. There's another version where the parties are magnified and highlighted. I don't know if you want to see that version or not.
Judge, I object.
You've seen a copy of this. I mean, we're not changing the video in any way. We're just using tools at our disposal to help the viewer see the evidence easier. So I don't know if there's a basis to object to.
Can't narrate the video speaks for itself, but the officer's attention was directed to certain parts of the video. He can tell me, testify as to why. What his observations were, or why he focused in a particular part of the video without narrating.
So would the court like to see that version? Or yes?
Judge, I object because what that does is that creates essentially the video is testifying. If it's been highlighted, if it's been flagged, if I don't know whether there's.
Again, he can tell me why his attention was directed to certain parts of the video. What parts of the video he directed his attention to without narrating the video. I would sustain the objection if he was narrating, but
I would object to that kind of testimony also because the witness, having not been at the scene when this incident happened,
I'm not taking that. Is it taking in his investigation why he's directed his attention to certain portions of the video?
Understood. My contention is, Judge, that the witness is in no better position than the court to observe the video and decide what captures the court's imagination. I don't think it's appropriate because it's without foundation for the witness to say, well, I watched it and this is what I saw. The court can watch the video and make its own determinations about what the video depicts. That's why I object to the testimony nature.
Objections noted. Yeah, question. Yes. Do you want to take a look at what he's showing?
Judge, if it's able to be played on Zoom without affecting the quality on the laptop, I would ask that that be done.
Okay. All right, so
All right, so officer, showing video that's been labeled Moten shooting V3. It's also part of People's Exhibit 2. I'm going to fast forward to this video.
Judge, my objection again also is lack of personal knowledge. Right? This witness will somehow be testifying about things that other people told him. He wasn't there. So it's lack of personal knowledge.
I haven't heard that testimony. It sounds like the objection.
Okay, I'm going to remain standing because I think that's what's fine.
Now, at 1 minute and 40 seconds on the video, I'm going to play the video.
Judge, my objection is that there's a highlighted screen there's a highlighted area on the video now, which calls the viewer's attention to a particular incident or a particular aspect. And the only way that that could be known is through personal knowledge. And there's no evidence that this witness has any personal
Video
knowledge.
speaks for itself, sir.
It does, except for there's a highlighted circle, Judge. That's not the video. That's something that somebody did
It's
later.
part of the video with some highlight. So
Well, so what? Meaning that they're calling the viewer's attention to something that that person, who's not in the witness stand, who's not subject to cross-examination, thinks is important. It's testimony. It's hearsay.
Now, I paused the video at 1 minute, 52 seconds in this video. Is there an individual that is highlighted or circled at this point in the video, effectively?
Yeah.
All right. Now, this individual, can you describe the clothing that that individual appears to be wearing?
Looks like a white shirt, dark pants.
And are you familiar with the clothing that Joe Louis Seals was wearing at the time of his death?
Yeah, a white shirt.
I'm going to play the video.
But I'd ask the court to strike the witness's last statement unless the witness was there personally and observed the decedent. I don't know where that information comes from. Cheers.
How did you become aware of what the decedent was wearing at the time of his death?
Evidence takes me to hospital.
Had an opportunity to view those photographs?
Yes.
And Judge, all of that may be well and good, but there's a gap in the chain. I think the hearsay objections.
I'm going to play the video again at 1 minute 58 seconds.
What is the time? I'm sorry.
1 minute 58 seconds.
58. Thank you.
I'm pausing again at 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Is there another area, portion of the screen that is highlighted?
Yes.
Does that depict an individual walking?
Yes.
And where did this individual first appear on the screen from?
From the rear of the house.
I'm going to play the video. I'm going to pause the video at 3 minutes and 52 seconds. Did you see the area where that individual that you described earlier is coming from, the area of the White House went to before the highlighted portion of it?
Sorry. So
You testified earlier about an individual seen walking from the White House that's depicted in this.
Maybe getting close to having the witness narrate the video.
That's fair. I don't have any other questions.
Cross-examine.
Yes, Judge. Detective, just so it's clear on the record, you were not there when this incident took place. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any information that you may have as you sit here today would have been learned through the course of investigative efforts of yourself or others. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
The video which you just watched, People's Exhibit 2, there was a period in time when to the right-hand side of the screen, to the right of that white van, you saw somebody fall down. Do you remember seeing that?
Yes, sir.
You know that that was Mr. Moten's daughter,
Yes, sir.
and you know that she had been struck. The reason she fell is because she was struck by a bullet.
Yes, sir.
And you know that Joe Seals fired that bullet.
Yes, sir.
that White House on the left-hand side, on the same side of the street as the camera, immediately adjacent to the parking lot. Is that Mr. Moulton's home?
Yes, sir.
That white van right in the center top of the screen, is that the white church van that the witness was talking about?
Yes, sir.
Is it your understanding that there were a number of people, and I'll phrase it this way, there were a number of people out there on the Moulton side?
Yes.
Is that fair?
Yes.
Mr. Moulton, right?
He came on there.
His wife was there?
Yes.
Some children?
Yes.
Children ranging in age from 20 down to 12 or whatever, something like that?
Yes.
Bunch of kids.
Yes.
And then there was Joe Seals, right?
Yes.
And your investigation has revealed that there were others out there on Joe Seals' side. Is that true?
Yes.
They were all adult men?
I don't.
How old is Joe Seals?
He was 46.
Thank you. I don't have any other.
Can you redirect?
To your knowledge, as the officer in charge of the case, were any weapons recovered from the body of Mr. Seals?
There wasn't.
I don't have any.
All right, thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Your Honor, at this point, I don't have any other witnesses. I have 5 in front of the witness.
Any witnesses on behalf of the defendant?
No.
Your Honor, I reserve.
I apologize. Can I have just a moment, Judge? Is it possible for us to pass this matter for about 5 minutes? Maybe Mr. Moulton and I can talk.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is that attorney on Zoom, Your Honor?
Sorry.
The attorney on Zoom, come on, sir, step in.
First, yeah.
Please, if that's the attorney for the case. Mr. Hughes, this is attorney. He said he was gonna contact the defendant and let him know he's gonna try to sue you on that attorney. Oh.
Ms. Drain.
Yes, Judge.
Does the name Diaz Raimundo sound familiar to you?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead.
No, it's for that, you told me the one that I gave the note, Houston is the attorney. They said he'll be in at 11:30 on Zoom.
Can I help you, Ms. Brickman?
Good morning, Your Honor. Your Honor, Mr. Kuja just asked me to stand in on Martin to set it for an exam.
Okay, great. We are ready on Vernon Martin.
Your Honor, may I speak with the attorney in private, please?
Wants me to put you in a breakout room, Ms. Brickman.
Sure, Judge, thank you.
Join the breakout room. Okay. We are ready we're back on the record on People versus Ronald Devon Moulton Jr. Mr. Woodyard.
Yes, Judge. We don't have anything to present. I'm prepared to argue against it.
People.
I'm prepared to argue, Judge. Judge, I think that the court should reflect carefully upon Mr. Donald Seals' testimony. Consider how this scene would have played out in real time, in real life. We'd have, for whatever reason, some sort of a melee going on involving Mr. Seals, Mr. Joe Seals, and others associated with him on the one hand. And then Mr. Moulton's family on the other hand. They're beating each other up. I don't know why. It wasn't testified. But that's how this whole thing started. Mr. Donald Seals says that he went over, and basically as soon as he pulls all these people apart, Mr. Joe Seals pops up and he's got a gun in his hand. And the testimony is that Joe Seals is pointing the gun at a group of people that consists of Mr. Moulton's family and starts shooting. And we know that Mr. Moulton's daughter was struck by those rounds fired by Mr. Joe Seals. So already we have a circumstance, the complexion of which is very dynamic, very provocative. And into that steps Mr. Moulton. Donald Seals' testimony is that Mr. Moulton responded very quickly to Mr. Joe Seals' shots. Mr. Donald Seals says, he didn't say immediately, but he said it was very quickly. The shots from Joe and the shots from Mr. Moulton happened one right after the other, about 5 of them total is what he testified to. Judge, all of this, what I'm getting at is the question of whether or not first-degree murder is appropriate, and I don't think it is. I think the evidence does not satisfy, even by a probable cause standard, the question of deliberation and premeditation, because the court has to take into account the circumstances of the incident. And in this case, the very heart of the matter is that Mr. Moulton's family is being shot at and shot by this person. And the reaction of a father whose daughter is laying on the concrete bleeding from a gunshot wound is, I think, the very opposite of deliberate and premeditated. It's the classic hot blood. I mean, the one that we always talk about when we're talking to our friends. We say, I walk in that room and my wife is in bed with another man, and then I see red and I start shooting. Judge, I think that pales in comparison to a father seeing his daughter, hearing gunshots, seeing his daughter shot on the ground. There's a man with a gun in his hand, and he acts. I think it's with provocation, it's adequate provocation, Judge. I think that if the court determines to bind over, and I acknowledge that the felon in possession of the felony firearm, those will get bound over. Those are questions. But the first degree murder, Judge, I think the evidence just doesn't support it. I'd ask you not to bind over.
Roger. Well, Judge, by a combination of the testimony and the video, although a chaotic situation, I think we have some clarity on what exactly occurred. And the testimony was that Mr. Seals, the decedent, was being beaten by a number of people associated with the defendant, that Mr. Seals was able to stand up, and you can see on the video him clearly shooting a gun. Now, after the shots are fired, you can see the defendant's daughter fall to the ground. A number of people go to Mr. Seals, who is standing or in the area by this white van in the parking lot. You can see a number of individuals interact with that person. Now, the testimony of Mr. Donald Seals is that at that point, he did not see a gun in Mr. Joe Seals' hands. He did not see any weapons in his hands. He's got a number of individuals around him. And that's when you see the defendant walk from the area of the house over to where the decedent is. And although it may be difficult to see, the court obviously needs to look at it again. The court's free to. You can, I believe, the court could see a brief flash when the defendant is standing in the area of this white van. You can see the decedent on the ground or near the ground, and you see this white flash. That is consistent with the testimony of Mr. Donald Seals, who said that the first shot occurred while Mr. Joe Seals was in the area of this van. And then afterwards, you can see on the video the decedent, he runs towards the direction of the defendant's house. And you can see the defendant following the decedent in the direction of his own front yard area. And you can see the defendant raise his arm. And according to the testimony of Ronald Seals, that's when words or shouting to the effect of "kill that motherfucker" is heard out loud. And he testified that he saw the defendant shoot after those words are said. So clearly, you know, I think that if the decedent had been disarmed, the police had been called, the defendant and the police had arrived, and perhaps they could have sorted everything out, and perhaps even Mr. Joe Seals could have been sitting here as a defendant. But that's not what happened. The testimony was that after the shooting, Ronald Seals did not see the decedent with the firearm. He did see the defendant come over, shoot the decedent. The decedent then ran away from the defendant. The defendant then followed him and shot him again. That, I believe, is a question of fact or a trier of fact as far as first-degree murder goes. Question of whether this is self-defense or defense of others or maybe some sort of voluntary manslaughter. I respectfully submit that those should be questions of fact or a trier of fact. But I believe we have met our burden with all counts in this case, Judge.
May I just respond to one point, Judge? Very briefly. My recollection of Donald Seals' testimony was that he did not see a firearm in Joe Seals' hand after he observed Joe Seals shooting at a group of people consisting of Mr. Moten's kids. But he did not testify, Mr. Donald Seals did not testify that Mr. Joe Seals did not have a gun. He said that he didn't see. So it doesn't, to say that he was disarmed, I think that's not what the evidence is.
So I'll start with the easy ones first. That being the felony firearms, felony possession of a firearm. The court, after hearing the testimony of the witnesses that testified here today, is satisfied people met their burden of probable cause as it relates to count 2, 3, and 4. And I don't think the defense counsel opposes that. Those charges were committed in the city of Detroit, and court finds probable cause to be committed. Will bind the defendant over as such. His arraignment on the information date and time will be November 14, 2023 at 9 o'clock. As it relates to count 1, people have charged murder in the first degree, premeditated. The court had an opportunity to see a video as well as to listen to a witness who came forth to testify, Mr. Seals. I believe he indicated that the complaining witness, the victim here, was his nephew, Joe Lewis Seals. I'm not sure what precipitated this fight, why this fight came about in the first place, but there was a fight, and it looked like there was a group of people that had jumped on Mr. Seals and was fighting Mr. Seals. The testimony I heard is that Mr. Seals at some point produces a gun and starts shooting and shoots the defendant's daughter. The defendant emerges from the area of the house with the gun himself and fires shots. What I gathered from Mr. Seals that testified, this matter took place very quickly. I can't imagine as a father seeing one of my children shot and that someone's out there shooting at family members. They're going to most likely shoot too. In my understanding, I don't think I have the people's exhibit. Mr. Joe Lewis Seals suffered 2 gunshot wounds.
Yes.
All right. I have to say, if that was me out there shooting, he would have gotten more than 2 shots. I would probably be put on. Shoot my daughter and shoot the family. That's just me. Just saying. I'm not suggesting that anybody do that, okay? But I say that only to illustrate that I don't think that there was premeditation and that I don't think that the defendant intended That wasn't his objective. If he hears somebody out there shooting, he sees family out there fighting, and the person that's out there shooting is not family. That person is shooting at family. This may very well turn out to be a question of whether the defendant is acting in self-defense or defense of others. That's a question of fact to be determined by a trial. But as far as premeditation goes, the court is not satisfied that there's been premeditation here, nor is the court satisfied that there was this heat of passion where the defendant was acting out of heat of passion where it causes to be reduced to a manslaughter. I think what people have shown here is murder in the second degree and felony firearm. Court will bind over as such, finding those charges were committed in the city of Detroit, or finding probable cause to believe this committed. It very well could turn out to be a self-defense issue or a manslaughter, but certainly not first degree murder, premeditated murder in the second degree, felony in possession of a firearm, and two accompanied felony firearms. Or finding those charges were committed in the city of Detroit, providing them to Wayne County Third Circuit Court of Criminal Division for proceedings. His arraignment on the information date and time will be November 14th, 2023 at 9:00 a.m.
Could the court order a DSU to follow Mr. Moulton?
I will.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Wait,
Sorry.
For those papers you already had. Okay. Give me a second.
So Judge, yes,
For your walk-in,
the defendant is E15.
Mr. Houston is getting ready to zoom in, so you have to get the computer.
If you think I got it, I don't know what happened.
Mr. It's okay, he been communicating, he'll come out, good luck. Let's see what happens.
Thank you, Council Lady.
Yes.
I can't.
We're ready.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah. Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. No, primarily me, but then second you.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, have a good day.
You too.
All right, calling case number 2305-957301, people of the state of Michigan versus Vernon Martin Jr. Defendant is charged in count 1, assault and aggravated, count 2, fourth-degree arson.
Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249.
Good morning, Your Honor. Monica Brinkman, P71197. I am standing in for the attorney of record, Jamil Kuja, on Mr. Martin's behalf with his permission. Is that correct, Mr. Martin?
Yes.
All right, and what's your pleasure?
Your Honor, we're asking the court to set this for exam.
Court will proceed to plead not guilty and testify to the preliminary examination on yes, I can do because he's in custody right now. I can do November 13th at 1:45.
That works for Mr. Kuja, Your Honor.
All right, November 13th at 1:45. I'll fix it.
Your Honor, would the court allow me to address bond?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Your Honor, Mr. Martin indicated to me that he's been incarcerated since October 22nd. He was or is currently employed full-time as a butcher at Big Star Fish and Seafood and is at risk of losing that employment if he's not released. He's also engaged in classes for to obtain his truck driving license and to be able to do that. So he's asking the court for a personal bond.
People,
Your Honor, I'm asking that the court deny a request for a personal bond. This is a stalking case and along with an arson charge. So at this point, I would ask for a pretrial services report before bond is changed.
yeah, I'd like to know a little bit more about what's going on here, and we have a pretrial investigation report as well as hearing testimony of the preliminary examination. We can revisit the issue again after the exam. For now, bond will be continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Martin, Mr. Cruz will be in contact with you, okay?
Okay, so what's going on at this point?
Your exam is on November 14th.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand.
No, ma'am, that's November 13th.
Oh, I'm sorry, November 13th.
November 13th at 1:45.
Got it.
So no bond reduction?
That's correct, Mr. Martin. Yeah, so there's gonna be a pretrial services review, okay? And then we'll address it again at the exam.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day. Appreciate you stepping in.
You too. I'm sorry I was late.
I'm glad you made it.
Did Mr. Goodson Zoom in? Mr. Gibson said he told me the Zoom is.
Excuse me, Judge King.
Yes, sir.
Sir, that's all we have for you today.
All right, appreciate you. Have a good day.
You too, sir.
Like Kate, in person.
Yeah, he was here, Your Honor, from 8:30 to about, because then when he talked to Mr. Houston, I think he told him to leave or whatever. Yeah, he was here about.
He left, Judge. Like I said, I told him to call his attorney until his attorney was open.
He was out there about 3 hours ago.
Neither one right here, and I'm done for today. That concludes the docket for today. Hope to see you tomorrow, same bat station, same bat time. Have a good day.
All right, see you tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
When you came in, I said, so, okay. We'll do a calendar for 36. Make some money for the need.
Here comes Mr. Houston now.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Houston.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
What can I do for you?
Well, I spoke with Ms. Reynolds. She indicated that we could log in on the Goodson case. He supposedly is outside. I just sent him a text.
No.
He said he's in the back.
It was really crowded. Let me go check.
Last we checked, you left.
Can I be allowed to withdraw from this case, Judge? Because this doesn't make any sense.
Negative.
Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, Mr. Houston, he's still cases.
Oh, here they go.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, they have one guy, so they got this in there.
Oh, okay. Come on in.
Ma'am, yes.
Calling case 23059-51901, People versus Gerald Goodson. Defendants charged in count 1, assault with a dangerous weapon, count 2, felony firearm, count 3, carrying a concealed weapon, count 4, domestic violence. Appearances for the record.
Well, good morning, Your Honor. I assume no one from the prosecutor's office is standing in on this matter. Melvin Houston, P number 36280, appearing on behalf of Mr. Gerald Goodson. Mr. Goodson is in the courtroom. I'm participating in today's session via Zoom. Mr. Goodson, would you state your full name for the record?
Gerald Jeremiah Goodson Jr.
All right, so Mr. Goodson, capious when?
I was capious yesterday morning. This matter was set for a probable cause conference. I've
been up working on that.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. It was preliminary.
Was over, so I had called him back and he said I could come down here today. That's right.
You overslept.
Yeah, I had just went to sleep. I've been working all night.
Okay, so moving forward, I can make sure that you're not missing the other court dates and I can keep you here. You like that? I don't have to worry about you oversleeping. We'll make sure the deputies get you up plenty of time to get you here.
I don't want that, sir. Please.
This matter was scheduled for exam yesterday.
Yes, it was, Your Honor, at 10:30. I asked Mr. Goodson to be at the courthouse at 10:15.
Mr. Goodson, make no mistake about it. If this happens again, sir, there won't be a third time. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's set this matter for preliminary examination on November 15th at 9 o'clock.
That works for the defense, Your Honor. I have a 10 o'clock hearing before one of the other judges in that same building, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
9 a.m.
Search your alarm, sir. Be here early.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
I am on the 15th.
Yes, sir. All right. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
I'm reinstating the original bond. Okay, let's do it again. Once again, folks, that concludes the docket for today for real this time. Hope to see you tomorrow, same bat station, same bat time.